Greetings, 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 greetings and grace. Hey, I want to remind you that you matter. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me look directly into the camera. I want to remind you that you matter and that every purpose and every moment you have on this time, every moment you have on this earth in your time, make it count. Let's get on into it. You already know what it is. We ain't playing around. Let's get into it. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, a common destiny for all. So I reflected on all this and concluded that the righteous and the wise and what they do are in God's hands, but no one knows whether love or hate awaits them. All share a common destiny, the righteous and the wicked, the good and the bad, the clean and the unclean, those who offer sacrifices and those who do not. As it is with the good, so with the sinful. As it is with those who take oaths, so with those who are afraid to take them. This is the evil in everything that happens under the sun. The same destiny overtakes all. The hearts of the people, moreover, are full of evil, and there is madness in their hearts while they live, and afterward they join the dead. Anyone who is among the living has hope. Even a live dog is better off than a dead lion, for the living know that they will die, but the dead know nothing. They will have no further reward, and even their name is forgotten. Their love, their hate, and their jealousy have long since vanished. Never again will they have a part in anything that happens under the sun. Go, eat your food with gladness, and drink your wine with a joyful heart. For God has already approved what you do. Always be clothed in white and always anoint your head with oil. Always enjoy your life with your wife, whom you love, all the days of this meaningless life that God has given you under the sun. All your meaningless days, for this is your lot in life and your toilsome labor under the sun. I done said it before. I'm going to say it again. I swear, like, he is just like, you know, the dude is depressed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your hand fits, whatever your hand finds, this is verse number 10. Whatever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, for in the realm of the dead where you are going, there is neither working nor planning nor knowledge nor wisdom. I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise or wealth to the brilliant or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. Moreover, no one knows when their hour will come. All fish are caught in a cruel net, or birds are taken in a snare, so people are trapped by evil times that fall unexpectedly upon them. Wisdom is better than folly. I also saw excuse me, I just ate something, y'all. It was really good. I also saw under the sun this example of wisdom that greatly impressed me. There was once a small city with only a few people in it, and a powerful king came against around excuse me. There was once a small city with only a few people in it, and a powerful king came against it, surrounded it, and built huge siege works against it. Now there lived in that city a man poor but wise, and he saved the city by his wisdom, but nobody remembered that poor man. So I said, wisdom is better than strength, but the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are no longer heeded. The quiet words of the wise man the quiet words of the wise are more to be heeded than the shouts of a ruler of fools. Wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. So, you know, this chapter, when I first read it and then I listened to it, and I like to, for those of you guys that know me, I really do enjoy listening to books, and then I'll listen at like a faster rate because I retain the information at a faster rate and everything like that. And I enjoy reading. If I love a book that I'm listening to, I will definitely purchase the paperback because I enjoy a really good book. But when I think about this one specifically, this chapter, you guys, I said it in the beginning, when we started the Ecclesiastes series, that, I feel as though Solomon was definitely depressed. And if you think about it, right, his father was David, King David. He had his bouts of depression, you know what I'm saying, and like extreme sadness and then extreme joy and gladness. It's kind of this up and down, and we've all dealt with that. I know I have dealt with that as well. And the thing about that is, right, what we like as we as humans, parents, right, there are things that we can actually pass down to children. Mannerisms, I'm talking DNA. I think it's like 33% of our parents' DNA passes down to us, right? So if David was, what I'm saying, depressed, of course, Solomon has a portion of that too. On top of that, for him to be one of the wisest person ever, you know what I'm saying? There's that aspect as well, because with more wisdom, there is a burden because there's a level of understanding that the average person doesn't necessarily have. And you see a lot, and one of the things I share with you guys as well is one of the reasons why I enjoy watching some stupid stuff from time to time, or just the dumbest jokes, is because I understand the state of the world. I see what's going on, knowledge of good and evil. We see the evil around us, and there is a burden if you have a purpose or if you have a calling that you need to fulfill, right? One of mine is, really, living a life, showing and sharing as to the best of my ability. And I fail sometimes, and I make mistakes, but to the best of my ability, like we have to make our love louder. So, I go through all of these things to ultimately share with you guys how to be a more loving and kinder person. And I'm not just saying just love, I'm talking healthy love, right? First Corinthians chapter 13. If we're talking, the Bible is very clear. If we're talking and there's no love or compassion in it, it was pointless. You just wasted your words, you wasted everybody's time. There was no point, it meant nothing. And so what does that tell you? That tells you that everything that we do needs to be done in love. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sometimes we're going to mess up, but if we do our very best to go back and make it right and make up for those mistakes, that's everything. But Solomon, like, I feel like he needs like the right type of hugs because, like, sometimes it's just like, oh my lord, it's just like, just like sadness, and it's just like, wow. This is why today is more specifically focused on making it count, make you count, because your life matters. We talk about people's biggest regrets on deathbed. This is what we're going to, because your last days, if you lived every day like it was your last, what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's what it comes down to when you start to think about things like that. So we are at lifehack.org, and this was written in 2017. So we're just going to go through this. I wish I wouldn't have compared myself to others. Yeah, like everybody, you can't. The worst thing you can do, and this is one of the things that we taught one of my little cousins when she was younger, because she always tried to keep up with everybody else, including her older sister, and she would always lose. Of course, that's what happens, especially when you're the youngest. And we would all just like encourage her, like, it's okay if you lose. You could just get back up and keep going. I would tell her, I said, just hey, rock out the L. It's all good, because guess what? That means you got something that you can work towards, and you're going to get bigger, you're going to get stronger, and you're going to be able to win if you just keep practicing. And over time, something that she would say, and it was so cute, it's so precious. She would say, "It's okay if I don't win." she she would say that, and I would try, saying not to laugh really hard, but I'm like, you are correct, sweet pea. I'm like, it is okay if you don't win, because you know what, we could try again. And that's one of the things that we got to encourage, these kids, and we got to encourage even ourselves, because it's crazy how much the world and how life has pushed competition on so many people. It's so easy to get caught up in that, like, your life and your circumstances, your experiences, how you grew, like what you were born into, it's not the same as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some differences. And the worst thing you can do is compare, as my apostle says, compare your season 1 to someone's season 20. You know what I'm saying? You can't think about stuff like that. So be encouraged. Number 2, I wish I'd taken action and dove in head first. I mean, this is where that risk, faith without works is death. Sometimes that work is a leap, baby. You got to think about that. As you get older, you definitely take more calculated risks and everything like that. But, count the cost and go for it. I wish I tuned the world out more. Come on, unplug, get back into nature, y'all. I wish I didn't wait to start it tomorrow. We gotta let that go. Like, do it now. Go for it, right? I wish I'd taken more chances. Forget about the fear. Even the Bible tells us, God tells us right directly in Proverbs. Forget about the fear. Get over the fear. Do it anyway, right? Let's see. I wish I would have kept going. Yeah, you don't want to stop, because you know what? It sucks, especially if you make a commitment and then you're the one that drops the ball. Man, that really sucks, man. You don't want to live with that shame. So keep going, go through it, and it's okay to say no. Don't overstack your plate. I wish I told others how much I love them. Man, that's important. And don't just tell them, show them. I wish I was content with what I have. Man, gratitude opens up a lot of doors too. So Think about what it is you do have. Think about the times where you prayed for what it is that you have now, and express thanks and gratitude with it, because guess what? That's going to open more doors. And man, God will just bless you. You got to remember, even in the Bible, what was it? Paul and Silas, when they were locked in jail, they were praising the Lord, and then the jail cells broke. You know what I'm saying? What does that tell you? There is Your praise is still a weapon. Come on now. I wish I took better care of my body. Yeah. You want to live longer? We got to eat healthier. That's that's just facts. I wish I'd listened to others more. Hey, you don't want to tune people out. A lot of people from every age, every generation, they have something amazing to say. I wish I had not I wish I'd have not held that grudge. Yeah, you don't want that, because your cells, your brain can't tell the difference between a frown and a smile, and your body and your cells can go into fight or flight mode, and that can actually do a whole lot of stuff with your body, causing your body to work in overtime. So don't hold the grudges. Forgive, move forward. You ain't got to forget, but I'm just saying, forgive and just let it go, because a lot of times hurt people. They hurting, they're liable to hurt other people, man. I wish I traveled more. Man, yes. We all got to do that. For real, cuz man, I think about that. Yeah, I definitely think about that now. I wish I'd laughed it off. Yeah, cuz a lot of times, most of the time, if it's in a highly emotional moment, just laughing it off is just so much better. Letting it go. I wish I left for work at work for only 40. I wish I'd left work at work for only 40 hours per week. That's real. Don't bring it home. Who get like You're there to do the job, and then especially if there's something else that you really want to do, especially if it doesn't make you happy, don't keep it. Don't bring it with you. Let it go. As Elsa says, let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. I wish I stayed in touch with friends, right? The friends that matter, saying, do what you can, check in, make an opportunity. You never know what can happen. I wish I was more aware of the real world around me. Yes, you don't want to be naive. You want to make sure that you're paying attention, but you also want to make sure that you appreciate the beauty that is there and that you add to it. Come on now. I wish I had more confidence in myself. Look, go for it. Like, start doing some wild stuff and have fun with it, because you know what? It's always a thrill. It's always a thrill. I hope you guys become more outgoing. I wish I trusted my intuition. That's it right there. I'm gonna say that again. I wish I trusted my intuition. Lord have mercy. I could tell you some stories, and you really learn. You learn. Some of us, we've learned the hard way. I am one of those people that definitely learned the hard way. But intuition, it never lie. And that intuition is God. Hello, somebody. I wish I ran with a better crowd. Yeah, your friends matter. You want to make sure, if you are the sum total of 5 people you hang around with or you're communicating with, whatever, look, you want to be around people that care about you, you care about them, and they genuinely care about others. You want to think about that. Make sure it's a reciprocity, right? The love is there. You guys are growing, you guys are evolving, you guys are pushing each other into greatness, the best version of each other, of themselves, and they're there for you during your hard times, and you're there for them during their hard times. That's what matters. I wish I walked the walk. Stop talking and start walking, man. Look, man, I'm telling you, that's a special time, because you want to stop talking and you actually just want to do the work. So I want to encourage you guys to get there. I want to encourage you guys to make it count and be encouraged. So, hey, make it count, make you count. All right. Much love, you guys. Have a phenomenal